Hello everyone, and welcome to my very first playthrough video. My name is Rob, and basically I'm just going to be doing a casual playthrough of Battletoads. I'm not a speedrunner, I'm not a professional gamer or anything like that. I'm just a guy who has always wanted to beat this game, and I finally did it recently after lots and lots of practice and lots of deaths, so I thought I'd make a video kind of sharing my experiences and the things that I learned and give some advice on some tricks and tactics I used to get better and eventually beat this incredibly difficult game. So when you start out, you kill these first two guys. Now, one thing, I don't use warps when I play games. I like to play through every level of a game that I'm playing, so I'll point out the warps. Like, there was one that was up here earlier in the beginning. I just ignored it. If you're quick enough, you can get up there to it and skip ahead, but I actually went through every level. No warps, no cheats, no continues. So yeah. So basically this first level is pretty straightforward. Side-scrolling, beat 'em up goodness. A lot of people remember this level from their childhoods. Pretty straightforward, pretty fun, pretty simple. So basically, what you want to do here is just destroy these things, get some extra points, try and rack up whatever points you can, because you're going to need them all for this game. Every 100,000 points you get a 1-up, and there's not really a lot of places in this game. Actually, there's only one place in this game where you can actually farm lives. That's in level 2, but I'll show you that when we get there. So these flying pig guys, they will one-hit kill you if given the chance. They'll knock you down with the first hit and then body slam you with the second. So it takes 2 hits to kill them, unless, like with that second one there, you just knock them off this cliff. So make a flying leap, and then just knock these guys, oops, off, oh come on, off into the water. Whoa, and then, yeah, there's my first death. That normally doesn't happen, but yeah, that just goes to show no matter how good you are at this game, simple, stupid mistakes can still happen. If I hadn't have died, I would have eaten these flies to get my health back. This 1-up is very easy to miss. You want to position yourself right here in the center of this cliffside here, run and jump, and then just line up your shadow, the shadow of the 1-up. Now this boss is pretty interesting. This is a rare example that I can think of in a video game where it's not a first-person perspective. Like Halo, it's a first-person shooter, or most other games that are third-person. This is actually in second-person because it's from the perspective of another character in the game. So it's kind of interesting. Kind of similar to Super Mario 64. It's actually that whole game is in second-person because it's from the point of view of the Lakitu. Kind of interesting little... Okay, I don't know why I'm missing with all these. It's frustrating. But yeah, it only takes 3. So, most people when they were kids, they made it past this guy. Not too bad. Yeah, and then pieces of your vanquished enemy fall all around you as you jump into the Wookiee hole. And then we get to see the Dark Queen, who I think is the most attractive video game villain. She's like the evil Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, she has a real prejudice against toads. So as you descend the Wookiee hole, this is, as I was saying, the one level where you can actually farm lives, and you do it with these birds. Oof. Boom. You just keep hitting them until they give you a 1-up. It can be difficult because the other birds attack you while you're trying to do it. So these birds right here will actually kill you in 1 hit. Their beaks will cut your rope and you will just fall to your death. But if you kill them and grab their beaks, it makes it much easier to farm lives. Boom. Kind of need to make up for dying in the first level here. Wow, yeah. Okay, so these guys, the bluish gray ones, or I guess they're just blue, they will not attack you until you get within their line of sight or start attacking them. So what you can do is just get to the edge. You don't have to press into the wall. I'm not pushing any buttons right now. You'll start blinking as a wrecking ball. Normally these guys take a few hits to kill, but if you're doing this, you just drop down, one hit, boom. Drop down, there's going to be 2 more spawn here in a second. 1, 2. Make it super easy. No need to risk yourself yet. This game is still, we're still in the easy part, so... Now these birds are considerably less dangerous than the ones that have the big beaks, but that doesn't mean that they can't swarm you and do some serious damage. There we go. Oh, come on, I missed that one. See how they're all swarming me? Oh god. Ugh. Oh, I hit the wrong one. So that's a waste of a life. See, I rarely die in this level, of course. As soon as I start playing it for an audience, make simple mistakes and die. But now I've lost my little sword thing. And you can use that, oh. Ugh. Well, I tried. You can use the one-hit wrecking ball to kill these guys, and with them you can get them boom boom both at once. Okay, so you want to not get swarmed by all these. Catch some flies if you need them, and we're going to get one more of these guys. This guy's very aggressive, this whitish gray one, and he has a lot more health, but still, wrecking ball, one hit, boom. I actually didn't know that growing up. I would always try and fight them, but no need. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, and get my little... Oh god. Get my little... Oh, and he cut my thing. I cannot believe how many times I'm dying here. Okay, so I get my little sword back. And then with these, if you just kind of stay right here, down low, in the middle, you're fine. It really sucks having to zigzag those things if you let yourself get caught up above them. So if you just stay at the bottom in the middle, it'll be just fine. So that was my chance to farm lives. I did okay farming lives, but then I died twice, which is not good. But we will continue on to the turbo tunnel, which is very infamous. A lot of people remember this as being extremely difficult and usually the wall that stops most players from getting any further. Now, a few things to point out is you cannot fall off the top or the bottom. So really you just need to focus on, boom, it's easier to do it in 2 hits. You do knock them into the ground and then do a headbutt, 2 hits. So like I said, see how it kind of gets narrower at the top and it's thicker at the bottom, kind of juts out a little further? Gives you a little bit more of a runway to jump off and make it, because it's very easy to miss these platforms. The surface area is very strange. Okay, so these guys are called Vaders. They will go up there and they're kind of a meta enemy. They go up there and they will literally grab the health from your health bar and fly off with it. So not much of a threat, but still annoying. We got 2 rats here. No, there's an easier way to do this, but I got a little caught up talking. So kill the first one, kill the second one, refill your health. Alright, now these little small platforms, you have to be careful because, watch this, kick, kick, you'll see how he hops forward like that? It's very easy to kick him, kill him, and then the momentum of the kick will just hop you right off the side, and it's very frustrating and a dumb way to lose a life. Oof. So, kick, 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 kick. See how close I got there? Alright, now this is the infamous Turbo Tunnel speeder bike segment that everybody who played this game remembers. But this is actually a pretty trivial part of the game compared to some of the later levels. Once you practice it, really get the hang of it, kind of memorize the way things go, it's really not that bad. It looks a lot more dangerous than it really is. Just don't panic. Don't get crazy. Sometimes I'll watch people play this and they like pushing the buttons so hard, trying to make these jumps and stuff, and you really don't have to. Now these ramps right here, you don't have to jump when you hit them. A lot of people think you do. Just hit them. I'm not pushing any buttons. Just line yourself up to the ramp and you will get all the air you need. Boom. No jumping, just hit the ramp. Those floating ones, don't push any buttons. Your guy will automatically slide right underneath them. Oh. Okay. Well. That doesn't normally happen, but you can see how easy it is to just mess up in this game. There we go. Slide right underneath it, and now we have a floating ramp. You do have to jump up to it, but same thing, you just hit it and you're good. And these guys will drop a few platforms for you. Not platforms, little walls. You can just like the other things, just move out of their way. Very simple. Jump up to there. That one's actually right in the middle. A lot of people kind of panic when they see it, and they'll just drive right into it. It's really strange. Just up or down, doesn't matter. Just get out of its way. Boom. Big jump. Big jump. Now for these guys, you can do two things. One, you can go way up there and just avoid all of them, or you can stay in the bottom left corner. This part is always the hardest part for me. It's really not that bad. Just land and jump. Let yourself actually land before you jump. Don't try and... Whew. That part is a tough part, but once you learn the rhythm, it's not so bad. There you go. There was actually another warp in that quick segment right there. If you hit one of the walls, it'll teleport you, but you can look that up on somebody else's video. I don't do warps. So yeah, it's kind of neat. Between every level, you get to interact a little bit with the Dark Queen. She talks to you and taunts you. Otherwise, I mean, so few people made it to the end of this game that a lot of people wouldn't even know who the Dark Queen was if it wasn't for that. So it's kind of neat getting to get to know her between levels. So yeah, kick the ice block up, and boom. This is actually my favorite level. I think it's a lot of fun. I like the sliding mechanics. I like the platforming. Oh, yeah, throw and drop. Take out those snowmen. I always like to race this ice block to the bottom. It's good practice for a later level called Rat Race, but we won't worry about that right now. Get your checkpoint and run. You can just ignore that snowman. He's nobody. Now these snowballs can be really frustrating. If they hit you, you will slide back and forth all the way back down. So just jump over them as you go to the next platform. Hit this snowman. Ooh. Normally I would headbutt him, but I messed up. There we go. A headbutt will take him out in one hit. Much easier, but you got to see the hard way. 4 snowballs, touch, and jump back over. Okay, so real quick, one thing you're going to need to learn to do for this level and for later ones is I call it the snap jump. So if you're standing next to any platform really that you can jump up onto, if you're walking into it and you jump, you'll automatically snap up to the top. You won't see, if I'm not walking, how I like go over it, but boom. Oh no, but see, there you go. You just snap to it. So it's kind of an interesting little game mechanic. And here, a lot of people think you need to take this ice block and use it to break that pillar right there on the right, but that's not true. If you just ignore that snowman, ignore that ice block, come over here, snowballs will just fly across and open the way for you. It's pretty handy. Get your next checkpoint. I used to die here a lot. It's a little tricky jump. Just duck, avoid that snowball, do a little half jump. See, here's another snap jump. Oh, and then I got caught up talking. Alright. 1, 2, snap jump. Snap jump. One hit to kill this guy, and you're good. Drop, snap jump. Drop, snap jump. One hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy peasy. Alright, another ice block. Just jump over it. Get on this platform and duck under the spike. Free, easy one-up. Just don't panic, just take your jumps. Alright, so this segment you're going to need... These little Koopa shell things are very annoying. So what you're going to need to be able to do is the snap jumps. And then there's two types of jumps. There's a full-sized jump where you hold down the jump button and you get really good height. This is pretty common in side-scrolling platforming type games. If you just, boom, tap the jump button, you do a little half jump. You're going to need that because snap jump, half jump. If you jump too high, you will hit the Koopa shell on the platform above you and it'll hit you, which is super annoying. So little half jumps. This part right here, just get yourself nice and stopped. Pick it up, because if you let it bounce off the wall and go back down, or if you accidentally kick it, you're going to be having to chase this fast snow block all over the place, and a Koopa shell gets thrown into the mix, and it makes it very difficult. So just pick it up as it gets up to you nice and easy, and then walk into it, and when you throw it, you kind of hop off the ground and do an automatic snap jump. Super easy. Get your next checkpoint. There's another... I call them Koopa shells. I don't know what they really are. Snap jump, get yourself some flies, refill your health. Just a quick hop. And that right there is very difficult. It's very easy to mess up that jump and land down in those spikes. You want to do it at the very last second and then hit that snowman. Don't have to kill him, just hit him and move on. Then when you get here, it takes 10 of these snowballs. It's a 1, 2, 3 pattern and then one at the bottom. Nice and easy. Jump. Now these blue Koopa shells, you want to just do, like I said, the little half jumps. Just boom, click the button. Don't do a full jump. You'll hit the ceiling and the pink spikes will kill you in one hit. So hop over the Koopa shell, and then under. Do a little half jump and then under the pillar. If you're too slow and the pillar lands on you, kills you in one hit like many other things. So you want to do half jump, and right underneath. Boom. Once again, watch out for the pink spikes. They kill you instantly. So yeah, that level's not so bad. Next level is another speed type vehicle-ish level. You ride these bouncy surfboards. I am not controlling this bounce. You want to go down, up, down. That one moves automatically, but that one doesn't. So then just wait for your opening and bounce on through. Can't control the bounces. Boom. Get that one up. Now these whirlpools stumped me for a while, but see how they don't quite touch the rocks on the top and bottom back and forth? If you just go to where it's not touching, which is basically just back, forth, you'll get right past them, because if you get caught up in 2 of them, they kill you. They take out 3 blocks each, and it's super annoying to die that way. So we have some more Vaders, as they're called, which is a neat little little reference to Space Invaders. Now these are really tall walker guys from the first level. It's very important when you kill them to pick up one of the sticks they drop. One of their, I guess that's supposed to be their leg, I don't know. Destroy their head for extra points. You're gonna need this for what's basically the first boss battle of this game. This boss is actually pretty tricky unless you have this weapon and know of an exploit. Points. Here comes some flies. Now I like to just kind of inch forward, because if you have too much momentum, whenever the boss shows up, you will throw it in front of you as opposed to just dropping it. See, I messed up there. Ugh. Oh, come on. You need that stick. And I will show you why. Pick it up, and then you can just kind of bash them into the corner. There you go. Ugh. Got a little treacherous for a second. But yeah, you just, as he hits the ground, just smack him again, get a rhythm going. Nice and easy. Otherwise, he is a real pain, and if he lands on you, it is a one-hit kill. Alright, and we're back to surfing. Now this part, there's some like sea mines, I don't really know, but they're completely random. And they are a one-hit kill, and like I said, they're random, so they can very easily box you in. and it's very frustrating to have to do this part over and over again. You start going faster and faster, and then when you hit this ramp right here, you want to push forward, get that one up, and then get back. Because it's possible for a mine to spawn right there in front of you and kill you. But if you get that one up, then one thing that's nice about this game, that if you get a one up and then you die and go back to a checkpoint, the one up respawns. So it gives you another chance to get the one up. So it's like infinite tries as long as you can get back to that one up. So yeah, that last segment only has 3 mines, but still very nerve-wracking. Okay. Next we have Karnath's Lair, the Snake Pit. This level, there's no combat. It is a lot of memorization and a lot of tricky jumps and a lot of quick reflexes. Basically, you're just jumping and climbing from snake to snake in 4 different rooms. This first room, you cannot die. If you fall to the bottom, you just wait for the snake to come out of the hole and you try again. Well, the very first hole that the first snake came out of. So yeah, this first room is nice and easy. Just get kind of used to what it feels like to climb the snakes. There's another warp right here. If you go up on this snake and immediately jump all the way to the right, if you're quick enough, you can get it, but not for me. These spikes will kill you in 1 hit. See, right where I'm standing is where that warp is. Alright, ride the Freddy Krueger snake. And just every time you play, just right there you want to do a half jump so you don't hit that spike above your head. But yeah, every time you play this level, it'll take you a bunch of times to just memorize every snake's pattern. This guy, perfect example, this guy killed me the first time because he drops down so suddenly and I landed on that spiky ball. But now I remember and I haven't died there since. So you wait for the lemon lime snake to go all the way in, then you get a quick snake. Boom. Room 3. This is actually the one I die on the most. Even though I have a lot of practice with it, I still make dumb mistakes. We're also going to have to deal with, I think, 4 of the quick snakes. So it's going to take some very quick... That jump right there is very small, very nerve-wracking. But you have more headroom than you think. That top spiky ball... the hitbox is kind of strange to where you can kind of phase halfway through it as you jump. It doesn't mean that you can, jump into it, but you have a little more leeway with your head than you do with your feet on that bottom spiky ball. Oh no. Well, I messed that up. I accidentally punched. So yeah, you get to do the whole room over again. So yeah, just to avoid your spiky balls. And you'll see a little bit more of what I'm talking about with that narrow jump. It's not quite as treacherous as it looks. Well, that doesn't mean I don't ever die on it. See how I kind of went halfway through that spiky ball? Okay, and then you just run along. And you can jump between those 2 there on the right, but I prefer to just do a double jump here. 1, 2. And then get ready for the quick snakes. 1. Nice and easy here, nothing to avoid. Then you got 2 spikes and a double jump. There we go. Last quick snake. Whoa. Big jump. Alright, this last one, apparently there's a long way to do this level. I don't know. I did this level the way I'm about to do it the first time. I didn't even know there was more to it. It's like a shortcut that I thought was just the way. So, yeah, it's actually makes this 4th room a lot easier. So you take this strawberry banana snake up to the top, and normally I think you're supposed to go down with it, but here if you just wait until it's almost gone, jump over to the head, and then boom, you're done. You skip the whole bottom half of this level. This level, Volkmeyer's Inferno. This level is extremely difficult. It's not very often that I beat this level without dying, at least a couple times. Hopefully I'm able to get through it, but it's set up very similarly to Turbo Tunnel. Except these rats only take 1 hit for some reason. I don't know why they made them easier, but same thing. Some treacherous jumps. Very easy for the rats to knock you to your death here into this purple, whatever it is, purple abyss. Boom. Alright, now these logs, this looks a lot more dangerous than it really is. The best advice I can give is kind of watch them and see where it is that they change direction and just jump and just commit. Don't try and correct your jump. Just know your trajectory and commit to the jump and land where the log is going to be. Just commit to the jump. Boom. Just jump, go, land, go. Get a couple more rats here. Alright, now these guys will kill you in one hit. A couple headbutts. I mean, you still mess up sometimes. It's very frustrating to die that way, but it's, you know, it happens. A few more Vaders. Alright. I'm about to have to fight 4 of these. There we go. Whew. Yeah, when there's 4 of them, if you can't get your headbutts in, you can time your punches right and get it, which sometimes you just don't have time to get that double tap for the headbutt, but... Alright, 2 more rats, and then you'll see why it's called Volkmeyer's Inferno. Get the jaw drop, and then everything catches on fire. Alright. So, for this part of the game, you really need... you need no input lag, and you need a very good responsive controller. I'm playing on original hardware on a CRT television right now, and I have a pretty good NES controller I'm using. So I'm in a pretty good spot to be doing this. This takes a lot of quick reflexes and memorization and precise inputs. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now for this part, like the sea mines, these fireballs are completely random. I like to stay right here along this black line, so that way I can watch the right side of the screen, and if fireballs show up on that black line, I know I need to move. Keeps me anchored, keeps me oriented, it's just easier, and it's also in a good spot to grab that 1-up. There aren't a whole lot of 1-ups in this game, so it's nice to be able to grab that one. So also, if you get killed by a fireball, that was close, if you get that 1-up, you go back to the checkpoint, you can grab that 1-up again, and you're all set to just try over and over again. So this part, if you stay at the bottom, the missiles will not hit you on their way up, which is a nice little exploit. Just avoid the ones dropping down. I like to tap down occasionally after I do some moving, just in case I've moved, because if you're 1 pixel off the bottom, the missiles at the coming up will kill you, so you need to make sure you stay down. Alright, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then serpentine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. See what I mean by memorization? Okay, this is the part that I've met some game overs at this point. This is some quick reflexes and memorization, and even then, it's very possible to make a tiny little mistake, especially with the last little... I'll show you right... Boom, 1 shot. Man, whew, right there at the end. It's really tough to go from the top to the bottom, little openings. Okay. Next up, we have Intruder Excluder, the elevator shaft. So you want to grab this little yellow thing over here. It's a little stick. Now, you want to hold on to the stick as best you can. If you get electrocuted or you die, you lose it. The stick will make the second half of the level so much easier. Okay, so here we have a springboard. Now, if you hit the springboard as you're compressing the spring, you jump high. If you hit it as the spring is decompressing, you jump even higher. And see, I'm pushing nothing right now, I'm quick bouncing. Now if I hold the jump button, you see I do this slow hop? That'll be handy here in a second. So jump up there. And now there's no timer. Go when it feels comfortable. See, this electricity will zap you and make you drop your stick. So wait until you have an opening and go. There's no rush. Jump the balls. No rush. When you feel comfortable, make your jumps. Alright, so you want to do your tall jumps here. And then I hold the jump button, get my slow hops going, and just hold left. Boom. If you try and bounce over to it, like jump over to it, you will die. But if you hold it and get those slow hops, you will bounce right over to it for an easy 1-up. Okay, you want to time it just right. Go. Bam. Now these yellow goos up here, when they jump to the left, you smack them. If you don't have a stick, you have to be very careful to avoid them, because if they land on you, they will cancel your jump and cause you to either fall to your death, or you have to shake them off. Either way, it's very annoying. But as far as I know, the only way to kill them is with the yellow stick. There we go. So, this little nub sticking out right here is a checkpoint. If you get to this point and you die, you get no stick. And starting here is where you really want a stick. See these little, see on the left, that little puffer? The gas that is coming out is poisonous. It will kill you if it touches you. So you want to time your jump and go up. Now this fan right here, whew, see how it's blowing me away? It'll blow you right off and kill you. Only if you have the stick can you destroy that. Otherwise, you're going to have to do some precarious platforming with air blowing you around. It's not fun. So wait for the right moment, jump, kill him. So yeah, if you have the stick, this is just so much easier because you can break the fans, and also you can, boom. If you don't have the stick, the headbutt does nothing to that puffer, which makes it very difficult. And you don't have to headbutt, you can even just smack it, it's just easier to headbutt it. But anyways, to get past that puff and then avoid this electricity is very hard, and oftentimes you end up getting electrified and then dropping down and getting gassed, which is just an annoying way to die. So, jump up here. Now these next fans don't blow you, they suck in, and if they suck you in, they grind you up in them and it's an instant death. So you want to jump up and break the first one immediately, and you're pretty golden at that point. Jump up and grab that 1-up. Without breaking that first one, it's very difficult to grab that 1-up. Alright, jump up, break the next one. It is no fun to get sucked into these things. Without the stick, this is one of the hardest parts of the level for me anyways. It's just, you know, you're fighting against getting sucked in, but then you overcompensate and just run off the edge and die. It's very annoying. This part also is annoying, but if you have the stick, you can just break the puffer and hop right on up. Not bad at all. You don't need to break the puffer here, but I do. Get a few extra points. Now this is the last little stretch. Just avoid getting electrocuted. And we will be fighting our second boss, whose name is Robomanus. Not really sure what he's supposed to be. He looks kind of like some kind of robotic football player. I don't know. But every time he jumps and hits the ground, he shoots. And it kills you in one hit. If he lands on you, it kills you in one hit. So get used to waiting for your opening, headbutting, and if you're real close, you can punch. Whoa. Oof. You can kind of juggle him a little bit. This guy was a huge wall for me. I got stuck on him for a long time. Like I said, wait for your opening, wait until you're comfortable. It's very rare that I beat this guy without at least one death. It's very tough. Ugh. Yeah, see, lands on you, One hit kill. Oh god, yep, see, he shoots you, one hit kill. That's 2 deaths. So basically getting hit by a boss is a death. There we go. Got him. 2 deaths, not bad. Whew. So if you make it to this point, you've already gotten good enough at this game that it's impressive. It's really starting to amp up the difficulty. Terratubes, I think, is the second most difficult level in this game. These guys, you avoid their electricity and go for headbutts. If you misjudge that headbutt, you do it too early or too late, they explode on you. Suicide bomber style. And it kills you. In the water, you can't really do headbutts. So what I do, jump up and just start punching, and he will walk into your little combo, and you just kill him. Not too bad. Just tap, 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 tap. And he dies. Alright, grab the propeller. These take you up. Go immediately left, and then immediately right. Now these cogs crush you. One hit death, and they're going to chase you. So you want to get a running start and just go. This is something you're going to want to memorize. You're going to go. Just drop down and know exactly what direction you need to go. There's spikes at the bottoms of these. Get it wrong, land on the spikes, one hit kill. Very unforgiving. So memorize which direction you need to be holding as you fall. Jump in the water, get a little bit more speed. This is the more dangerous of them because all that water you have to navigate. So this one, you drop down, just left, right, left, right. And you're right up there. It's very tempting to continue the wrong direction through these tubes, and it will crush you. So you need to memorize where you need to end up when you're racing those cogs. Now we get these little, where is he? Sometimes you get unlucky with the spawn with this guy. There he is. Electric Spermies. 2 hits will kill him. They will knock you into these spikes. Whew. There we go. They will knock you into these spikes, which is a 1-hit kill. Another one of those guys. You want to go quick, because little orange fish that turn into hammers or something pop out of that open vent. If you go quick enough, sometimes you can beat them and not have to worry about it. I got very lucky. They will knock you into the spikes. There's one of those fish now. Yeah, they throw you into spikes and it sucks. Drop down, 1 swim, 1 little A button press. Same thing, get away from that because little electric spermies come out and they will knock you into the spikes. Go up, up, up. Spermie, dead. Now, we got sharks. Got 2 sharks, just keep swimming, keep swimming, get to that 1 up. And there you go. If you get to that 1 up and die, you'll go back to the last checkpoint and just try again, get up to that 1 up again. Infinite tries, assuming you can make it to the 1 up. Now, we're back to cogs, but this time we're underwater. And I'll show you a little trick here that I learned recently. See how when you swim and you're trying to stay in place, every time you click A, you you swim up and down. But if you start punching, you stay perfectly in place. And that'll come in handy when you get to the ends of the races with the cogs right here. Because trying to bob up and down and not get squished by the cog or dead by the spikes below you can be a little tough. Okay, swim, 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 hop out, hold left, more death spikes, instant death. Hopping out of the water makes you go a little faster to avoid the cog. And then once again, I'm going to drop in, punch, punch, punch. Alright, boom, another checkpoint. Now that was the last checkpoint of this level. I like to do is, man, you gotta be careful. I like to punch this shark through the wall and grab that 1 up. Now if I die, I'll go back to that checkpoint right before this shark and I can just keep trying grabbing that 1 up every time. Because this is a pretty tough last segment. These ducks will kill you instantly. So you want to hit them from behind. I think they take 6 hits, 1 to turn them around, and then just wail on them. They're upside down, keep going. This one, turn them around with 1 punch, just jump over him. I don't like to fight him. Alright, avoid the spikes, and here's a hammerfish. He will throw you into the spikes. I got very lucky. You either have to punch him or swim past him. Oh, see, there you go. See, 1 hit from the shark. Luckily, I can just do this again. Come on, there you go. Get that one up. It's like a safety net. Now, sometimes you will die before you get that one up, and it's very frustrating. But as long as you get it every time, you can just keep practicing this segment. And it is a tough one. These ducks suck. Okay. Come here, hammerfish. Oh, he's swimming up there, so there's a good chance that little bastard's just going to be waiting for me when I try and navigate this little spiky ball maze. Boom, hit the shark, go. You stay away from me. Okay. Hit him again, and go up, 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 up. And there is another duck. Let him go. Okay. Now, jump out to the propellers. And you want to stay kind of away from that left side wall, because that shark can still hit you through the wall and knock you into spikes and just be irritating as all hell. So that's Terratubes. It's way harder than I made it look. That one I was stuck on for a while. Okay, so next up, Rat Race. This is another level that people consider to be one of the hardest. I don't think it's that hard. But basically you're racing 3 rats in a row to the bottom of this, I don't know what you call it, a shaft, I don't know. But when you get to the bottom of each race, you have to kick a bomb to defuse it. The nice thing is once the rat spawns, your toad runs automatically. You don't have to double tap the run button. This first guy's pretty slow, just kind of showing you the ropes. Especially once you memorize the flow of the platforms, you get going pretty quick. Just use... There we go. Use your knowledge of the holes to fall, fall, fall. Okay, that was the first race. This second one, there's puffers right here below you and one of those fans that sucks in. So you want to just remember to fall, fall, fall. He puffs, fall, and then here's the second race. This one's a little bit faster, but he's also not really much of a threat. It's really once you get to the third rat, things become very tricky. And you can hit him like that, but if you hit it incorrectly and he still falls in the hole, then really you've just slowed yourself down and given him a boost. So the first 2 rats, it's possible to do it without hitting them. The third one, you pretty much have to know how to hit the rat just right. Boom. I like to go all the way to the right here because for some reason, if you don't, you can't jump sometimes and the balls will just hit you and it's super frustrating. So the puffers. Go to the far left because they can't hit you here. When you feel comfortable, do a double tap and run over. There's no rat, so you do have to double tap. And then after this one here, the last rat will spawn, and he is a quick bastard. See, he just leaves me in the dust if he's able to catch up. Just gotta keep on moving, keep on moving. Here in a second, I'm gonna have to get real precise with hitting him, or else he will just pass me right up. I've also had it to where to the bottom here, and the electricity is blocking my path from... Boom, there we go. So I'm making it through, but not that time. There we go. It's also possible to hit the rat and kill him before you get to this boss here. But I've never been able to do it, but if you do, apparently it just ends the level. So this guy, you can hit him 16 times before he starts attacking you. I like to do headbutts, If you mistime your headbutt and you don't hit him, if you just like walk into him or jump past his hitbox and you're just inside him, he will kill you in one hit. He will start hitting you with his horns and you die. Also, if he lands on top of you, you die. Basically what I do is I just headbutt, and as soon as I make contact, I start holding left. There we go. Because I don't like to count how many times I've hit him, and eventually he starts flying up in the air. And if you're underneath him when he lands, you lose a life. So he starts going faster and faster. It's not so bad unless you mess up your headbutt timing, which happens to me all the time. It's very easy to mess this up. You'll notice I have over 900,000 points. Every 100,000 points is an extra life. You cannot go above 999,999. So I can no longer get. Oh, I really lucked out that he was going so fast he passed right underneath me. I cannot get another life from points. Wow, I just killed him without dying. That worked out really well. So yeah, you can get 9 lives from points. If you get a game over, you start over at 0 points, so you can continue on. But at that point, I don't know. It's not likely you'll make enough points to. I don't know. This level is called Klinger Winger. This is another level where you want no input lag and a damn good controller. Okay, so this level, I don't think it's as hard as other people do, but it is very difficult. You need to hold the direction that you're going. Don't press it, just hold it. So it's not a quick click. It's an actual, you have to hold it. And as you make the turns, you need to perfectly change direction. Don't roll your thumb to the next direction, because pressing the wrong direction or a diagonal angle will slow you down tremendously. And this pinwheel thing will catch up to you very quickly. It moves faster than you on the straightaways, as you can see right here. But around turns, you go faster. You get a little boost. So you need to be very precise with your direction changes. So you need a very good D-pad on your controller and 0 input lag. And I'm actually doing pretty well here. But that doesn't mean that I can't still mess up. Especially on these super long straightaways like this. I messed up a little bit there, but I think I'm still going to be alright. Oof. And then, once you make it to the end, you get to fight the pinwheel. Luckily, he is one of the... I think he's actually the easiest boss in the game. Once you know his pattern, he will electrocute you or smash you in one hit and kill you. So basically, I just wait for him to circle around, headbutt, let him move out a little bit, and jump over. There's quicker ways to do this, but I prefer to be careful than quick. There's 2 phases to this boss. First one where he's doing these little spinny deals. And the second one where he hops around and tries to smash you. If he lands on you, it kills you. But wait for him to do a hop and just, oh, come on. And then do a headbutt. It's actually not too difficult. But it is easy to mess up and lose a life, which is not fun. There we go. Just time those headbutts. Alright, and now we are moving on to the final level. It's the Revolution. We're climbing the Dark Queen's Tower. It is a lot of tricky platforming, irritating enemies, and instant deaths. So that, I call them yellow rhinos. I'm not sure if that's what they're really called. But yeah, a few headbutts will take care of him. And he will do the same to you. Go for those headbutts. You jump up here and you can pull this yellow peg down. I do it after the yellow rhino because he'll oftentimes hit you as you land. So just kill him real quick, grab your stick, and start jumping. See, immediately if I fall down here, it's a death. You cannot fall below the screen. Watch out for these yellow spike balls. They won't kill you in one hit, but they will make you drop your yellow stick. And the yellow stick is very nice to have, especially against some of the enemies here later. Alright, so I like to swing, take a step forward. Swing, take a step forward. Swing. There you go. Because if you don't take a step forward, then you're not in range to hit him with the stick. So swing, take a step forward. Pretty simple. Swing, take a step forward. Swing, take a step forward. Easy peasy. Now we get the bouncing ball. It's it just looks scary. You can jump right over him. But that will indicate to you that there is another yellow rhino, and this one is different than the others. He's a lot more aggressive. He doesn't run, he just attacks by headbutting. And he takes one more hit than the others. I don't know why he's programmed differently, but he killed me the first couple times I got to him because I wasn't ready for him to behave differently. So, you know, just be aware of that when you get to him. Yeah, and then here we get this green puffy cloud thing. 3 hits, he's done with the stick. If not, you will have to do some annoying headbutting as he does this weird spinning attack around the tower, which you will see later when we fight another one. But yeah, also I just want to point out, it's pretty impressive, I don't know, effect they have here on the NES. I haven't really seen anything like this on any other game where you actually like circle around. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat little effect. It's a shame that more people don't get to see this level. Alright, and then here's a red rhino. And he attacks much the same way, except he's trying to put you in his mouth. And if he does, you die instantly. He eats you. Boom. Take a step forward, swing. Take a step forward, swing. And there you go. Yeah, so don't end up in his mouth. Alright, this reddish-orange cloud, he is blowing out basically poison. If that stuff hits you, you die. Come around this way, here's the front of him. If you don't have a stick, you just time it, jump over the bubble onto that yellow platform, and then up onto there. But because I have the stick, I can go 1, 2, and then jump for the 3rd hit, and he's dead. This one up here, wait for your time, and go. Jump over him, because his breath will kill you. And then these 2 will drop on either side of you. And just avoid those bubbles and get the hell out of there. Just stay calm. Just pay attention to where they're dropping bubbles and just keep moving and get out of there as quick as you can. Alright, this guy right here, he has considerably more health than the last one. And watch, he spins around, and if you don't have the stick, you have to perfectly time your headbutts. It's very annoying. So having the stick is just so convenient for fighting this guy. And he takes a lot of hits if you don't have the stick. Boom. Otherwise, piece of cake. And notice my score is maxed out. I cannot get any more lives, and that's where it's going to stay for the remainder of this playthrough. Alright. Another spiky ball. Some quick, easy platforming. And right there, sometimes it'll feel like you can't bounce high enough. Wait until the spring is decompressing before you do your jump, and you'll jump much higher, as I said in that other level, and that'll get you up there. I got stuck there one time, and I thought that I thought the game was messing up, and I couldn't make it to that platform, but I was just mistiming my bounce. Okay, and you can kind of do snap jumps with the platforms, a little bit safer than trying to jump over to them. Oh, come on. There we go. It also keeps you from bouncing, so you can easier time your ascending jumps. Yeah, if you get a snap jump on a springboard, you won't bounce, which makes it much easier to get to the next one. Now this spinning guy, he's not hard to get past, and he is a good indicator of what's about to happen. You get up past him, and do not jump. You can run around all you want, but don't jump. Come over to these pegs, because as soon as you jump, it spawns this guy, who I believe is named Puff Cheeks. So you want to use your jump to get up to these pegs, because if not, he will blow you off the stage, and you just die. It's a one-hit kill. He just throws you right off with his breath, and it's very annoying. So don't jump until you're jumping at those pegs. Alright, for this one, wait for this to spawn, and then as soon as this one spawns, just go. And that is I believe this is the last checkpoint of this level. Alright, so for this one is tough. You need to be really quick and just go jump, 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 or else you will miss that last platform and fall to your death. And it's super annoying because then you have to fight this guy without your stick. Alright. Alright, once again, do not bounce on this springboard until you're ready to get to one of those pegs, because we get another Puff Cheeks and he will kill you. And then wait a second and another platform spawns. Just time it just right. And there you go. Another yellow rhino. He's got a little extra health. There we go. Boom. Alright. Here's another one. This one's a little easier because he doesn't have as much room to like fly up above you. Boom. Done. Once again, without a stick, super annoying to fight that guy. Alright, we got a couple more Puff Cheeks here, so you want to jump up to a peg and just hold on. And you'll get another platform spawn there. Time it just right, and then go up for your last Puff Cheeks. Now this one's a little bit different because you don't get another spinning platform to spawn. You have to go back down to the same one you were just on. And so you have the purple tower that you're hanging in front of, and see on the left side where there's kind of that light reflection. Wait for that springboard to get right there. Boom, perfect. And we're in the home run stretch. Here we have this guy. He can't hurt you, and you can't hurt him. All he can do is blow you around. And that's annoying because you're about to have to do a lot of platforming where he is chasing you down trying to blow you off. So what I do is wait for him to turn that way and just go, go. Oh, and then see how easy it is to mess that up? And you're all the way back here. You gotta fight this red rhino. Oh no. Don't let him eat you. Watch him spin around. There we go. Alright, so you get to see the Puff Cheeks again. So yeah, just pay special attention to the timing. Get another stick from your peg. Yellow rhino. There we go. So yeah, it's not so much the Puff Cheeks are that dangerous. The more dangerous thing is trying to drop down to the platform to continue on. Oh, come on. Once again, if you didn't have a stick here, it would be some annoying, perfectly timed headbutts you'd have to pull off. Alright, another Puff Cheeks. Wait for the platform. Go. And do not push down. If you push down, you let go early, and then you die. So just don't push anything until you're ready to do that. Alright, this guy again. There we go. Big jumps, big jumps, big jumps. Okay. Now, Last 3 platforms, left, right, up, and the tower explodes, and it's the Dark Queen. Now, the first time I got here, my adrenaline was going so hard, and I was running low on lives. But I did it. And with enough practice, I believe just about anybody can. So the basic strategy here is to either... I'm not really sure exactly what her hitbox is like, but it seems like if you hit her from behind, or if you hit her in the feet while she's spinning, are the least dangerous times. Other times, like right there, she's facing me, oftentimes she will kick you, and sometimes there's nothing you can do. If she gets to you, she will kick you to death, and it's super annoying. So when she raises up, aim for the feet. And she's not a big fat guy like Robomanus or whatever the other bosses are called. She will not kill you if she lands on you, but she will kick the crap out of you and oftentimes will combo you into death. I believe she takes 21 hits. So just keep up with the headbutts. And see, she'll drop down. Yeah, and you don't really know where she's going to come from, so just kind of hope she doesn't land on you, because she will kick the crap out of you. Just keep them... Oh, don't mess up your headbutts like I just did. But yeah, I have plenty of lives. I mean, if you have more than 5 lives, you're fine. Just get a few hits with each life. And if you get a game over, you will respawn with 3 lives. And this counts as its own level, so you don't have to do the revolution again. You'll start over on this boss fight. So it's really not that bad. There we go, and she's done. Now when she comes up from the bottom of the screen, she can still hit you and kill you. So stay off to the side. Let her fly up to the top. The screen goes black. She says some stupid thing. She calls you cattle loads. Kind of gross, I don't know. And then you get Princess Angelica, and I guess he's your brother? I'm not really sure. You get the other frog guy, the toad. And then, yeah. That's Battletoads with enough practice and patience. This game is a lot of fun. It's actually one of my favorites, and it inspired me to go back and try some of the other really hard NES games. So yeah, I hope this has been informative, giving you some advice on how to get through some of the more tricky areas, and thanks for watching.